Text-to-speech software. It's a tool for students who have trouble with attention. Before we can evaluate the value of text-to-speech software, we must understand what it is. So what is text-to-speech software? It is a computer software that scans printed documents, converts PDF files, and translates information on the web. It recognizes the characters on the page and speaks the text to the user through a loudspeaker or earphones using a speech synthesizer, and simultaneously displays the printed page on the computer monitor. As the computer speaks a word, it is highlighted on the computer monitor. This provides synchronized auditory and visual presentation of the text. The phrase, sentence, or paragraph containing the spoken word is also highlighted, but in a different color, to call attention to the context in which the word is used. So an example of text-to-speech software is Kurzweil 3000. We're going to look at an example of how the software is used and an example of what exactly it is. So what was just given in the definition on the slide previous. Here's an example of Kurzweil 3000. I've selected a piece of text from an ADHD resource about why it is important for teachers to know about ADHD. So I'm just going to have the program read a sentence to you so you can get the gist of the aspects, and then after one sentence I will stop it and explain.
From looking at the latest prevalence rates, we know that there will be at least 1 to 3 students in every classroom who have ADHD.
So as you can see, the sentence is highlighted in one color and the word is highlighted in another color to contrast it. So it keeps those students who have attention difficulties looking at the specific sentence and only at that specific sentence, and then even more specifically at one specific word at a time. So if they're a slower reader, they can look at words at that slower rate. If you did want to change anything, you can change the reading speed. You can change whether you look at just the word or a phrase or a line or the whole paragraph, depending on the capability. And you can also change whether it's continuous, self-paced, or word by word. So this is just an example of how Kurzweil 3000 works. So now we've seen the example of Kurzweil 3000. I'm just going to talk quickly about who benefits from this. So mainly it's going to be the student. So students who struggle with reading disabilities such as dyslexia, dysnomia, learning disabilities, whether it be with numbers or symbols or specific reading and writing capabilities, working memory and comprehension, and more specifically for the reason for this informative presentation is for attention and behavior. So I just want to highlight the extra benefits which you get for free when you use Kurzweil 3000 and also other text-to-speech software. Students are able to have a quiet workspace. So normally the computer will be in a room by itself or in a resource room, so there's going to be less noise, less distraction, and more of a chance for the student to succeed. Students are also able to use it for proofreading and studying. This is for any assignments, if they're reading questions on a test that they're not quite sure about, and studying over their notes. Students are usually wearing headphones and drown out excess noise. So even if they are in a room with a few other students, with the headphones, it keeps the students motivated to keep looking at the screen and to keep reading. And so in reference to attention and behavior, students are able to keep attention to the words because of the movement of the software, going from word to word, having two different colors. So for instance, in the example, it was yellow and green, and also the voice. With a near human voice, intonations keep your attention rather than having an automatic robotic sounding voice. Next will be the resources, and that concludes the presentation.